For this next topic, we're going to let our good friend, Megyn Kelly, introduce it.
Oh, okay.
She's not our friend. She doesn't even know who we are.
Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, gathers all the generals and the admirals in Washington and made really clear that it's the dawn of a new day, is basically what he said. Here's an overview. We'll start with top 3.
From this moment forward, the only mission of the newly restored Department of War is this: warfighting. Preparing for war and preparing to win. Unrelenting and uncompromising in that pursuit. Not because we want war. No one here wants war. But it's because we love peace. We love peace for our fellow citizens. They deserve peace, and they rightfully expect us to deliver it.
Yes, sir. Sign me up. Well said. That guy looks so good in the tux.
Okay. So Pete Hegseth roundly was talking about how he wants the military to be better, and that it's gotten too soft. That's what the whole kind of speech was, right? I thought it was really good. Obviously, leftists are like, "Oh, it's so cringy." Nobody clapped. Nobody clapped because they have to maintain a certain decorum. Like it's literally,
it's not like a clapping type of.
Well, no, it's literally like they have a rule. I forgot what it was, but they're not. They're not
really,
allowed.
it's a rule.
Yeah, they have to like hold themselves. They're not allowed to.
I like that.
I know. I do too.
That's really good. All right, here's another bit from Pete's announcement. That sounds wrong.
Really? You're gonna call him Pete?
Yeah, that doesn't. I shouldn't. I'm sorry, Mr. Hegseth. That was very disrespectful. All right, ready?
Here's what he said. We couldn't pronounce Hegseth, to be clear. It was kind of getting hard, so we decided to go with Pete, and it just didn't feel right. So now I'm going to go.
Is it I slurred anyways. I listed it. Just go.
Okay.
To the highest male standard only, because this job is life or death. That's when he got to how fat everybody is. We'll play that here.
Her face.
I think it's top 4.
Frankly, it's tiring to look out at combat formations, or really any formation, and see fat troops. Likewise, it's completely unacceptable to see fat generals and admirals in the halls of the Pentagon and leading commands around the country and the world.
He's going in,
look.
dude.
It is bad, and it's not who we are. So whether you're an airborne ranger or a chairborne ranger, a brand new private or a 4-star general, you need to meet the height and weight standards and pass your PT test. Simply put, if you do not meet the male level physical standards for combat positions, cannot pass a PT test, or don't want to shave and look professional, it's time for a new position or a new profession.
Nice.
Yes. I mean, cut and clear. Isn't that the expectation of all military men?
Apparently not. Apparently it's okay to be fat, and you're supposed to love yourself at any size, and you're healthy at any size, and you could probably run a 6-minute mile even if you weigh 500 pounds. That's literally the mindset of these people. It's insane.
Yeah, no, that is not possible. Look, I don't have an issue with this. There's no gripes. He wasn't referring to the office officials either needing to meet those physical requirements, right?
I'm not sure, because he did say it was
combat.
Well, he did say it was he didn't like seeing fat people in the Pentagon as well.
Yes.
So I don't know if he's going to make them work out too. I'd be for it still.
Oh.
I say make them work out too.
Yeah, I agree. But his last statement was particular to those in combat roles.
Yes, but I don't know if this only applies to combat roles, which that's fine
Fair.
too. But I would like people in charge. Have you ever been to any sort of, like, imagine if you see a trainer right at a gym, and they're not in shape. Why would you listen to them?
No, I agree 100%.
And it's like, okay, there's a little bit of nuance there, right? Because they could still have the knowledge of how to get in shape. But it just, when they tell you try harder and you're there, your muscles are burning and they're aching and they're like, come on. You're just going to be like, you're fat. Shut up. Like, you could never be doing what I'm doing right now. Like, you know?
I'll just tell you that initially my thought is like, why are you a trainer? And then if I see how they train and it makes sense to the stuff that they're teaching them, then fine, I'll give you the credit.
Yeah.
But even still, like, if you can't practice what you preach, then I question it.
Yeah, but again, the nuance, that doesn't mean that they won't have the knowledge to how to get you not to be
I
overweight,
understand
right?
that fully. No, but I do.
Yeah, okay.
And Pete is living. He's practicing what he preaches. Now, this came as very unfortunate news for the women of The View. You're shocked, I know, given the elite form that the women are in over on that set. But I think everyone was asking themselves,
I didn't catch that the
what
first
does
time.
Joy Behar think? And I have the answer.
The newly renamed Secretary of War Pete Hegseth spoke to U.S. military leaders from around the world to lay out his very retro vision for our armed forces. Why is he obsessed with fat?
Yeah, and fitness and...
That's a classic response.
Can you imagine someone coming up to you and be like, hey, why are you like so obsessed with fitness? Why do you want to be in shape for? Like, what are you talking about?
Why are you so obsessed with trying to be healthy, my dude? Like, ease off a little bit.
Why are they so obsessed with Pete Hegseth? I just say it goes both ways.
Right. It's just such a funny idea to them to question the idea of making sure that the people sworn to protect you need to be healthy. What is wrong with this idea?
I don't know. I think they're skinny phobic. And that might be it.
I'm pretty sure it's it. Fit phobic.
They're fit phobic.
Fit phobic?
Yeah.
I'm coining that term. You guys are fit phobic.
All right. Well, we are coining that term. We both came up with it just now.
Yes. You heard it here first, folks.
All right. Here's one of the last things that Megyn Kelly pointed out from Hegseth's speech.
Here's one more from Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, SOT 5.
This administration has done a great deal from day one to remove the social justice, politically correct, and toxic ideological garbage that had infected our department, to rip out the politics. No more identity months, DEI offices, dudes in dresses. No more climate change worship. No more division, distraction, or gender delusions. No more debris. As I've said before, and will say again, we are done with that shit.
I wouldn't mind that guy as my leader.
Mm-hmm. I'll be scared, but like in a respectful way. Huh?
Oh, yeah, same. Yeah, you said it. Sorry. The respectful way was a good response. Anywho's, was he referring to someone for the dudes in the dress?
Referring to someone?
In particular? Yeah, was he referring to a specific individual?
Not that I know of, no.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't hear a whole lot of military men wearing dresses, unless that's like a big detail that we missed.
I've never heard of it either, but
I agree with it. Yes, get rid of this non-masculine ethos and let's bring back the masculine ethos,
which is
health, fitness, discipline, strength, focus, knowledge, capability.
I think some of those repeat, but largely I'm on board. I think
yes, all of it. I mean, is there anything else?
No, I agree.
And you got to do 100 push-ups.
100 push-ups
in one go.
Yeah, that's a bit hard
because the PT says you have to.
One go, but
I don't know. What are your thoughts on it? On his last statement there?
I like it. I don't have much to say other than that. I do think what he's saying. So a lot of people are trying to twist his words, and try to make him look like the bad guy. But I think men who are in the military who are looking to join do not see it that way. I do think men will look at this and be like, nice. Yes, the guy next to me has to meet requirements. I know he has to be fully capable. Why would any guy be against that? Who's going to serve?
Right.
You know? And so the left is trying really hard to dunk on this and it's just not working. That's why I think they're starting to move on really quickly from it.
Of course they can, because you can't argue with it. You're really going to argue with trying to make our military weaker.
I know,
You're
right?
going to argue for that. Yeah. I mean, those are the only serious items out of this whole conversation.
Yeah. One of the things that I heard The View say, or that I saw The View say, was they are denigrating our forces. They're making, like, we have the best forces in the world, and Hegseth saying that we don't. I'm just like, dude, he literally started out the speech saying we do. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I think what he's saying is, even with all these things we put in, we still have the best military. Let's make it better by taking out these bad things now. Let's take the anchor off of the boat and swim it, or what do you call? Yeah. Sorry, I'm not as much of a poet as Kanye is with words.
Sail it. Sail the boat.
Sail it. There we go. That's
there you
the
go.
word.
Yep.
Sail
the boat. All in all, I think this is a good message from the Secretary of War. I mean, I did not expect anything less from a guy who runs the entire military.
Yep.
Second to Trump.
I also like that he's also in shape. That's a good look as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. I respect him that much more. All right, let's spin this wheel. Ready?
Yep.
Go.
This is me talking to void the sound of sound. I really feel like you're spinning it harder though, which makes it harder for me to continue talking.
I lost my balance.
Blah, blah, blah. Dreamer's choice. All right.
Oh, nice.
Okay. I have two. One of them's Kanye based and one of them is a show. Which one do you want?
You already know Kanye's good. Let's start with Kanye.
You got Kanye first? Okay.
If every time someone asks you a question, you try to say the right answer, your entire life is a test. And when did you have the most anxiety in grammar school and high school?
No question.
On test day. So
yeah.
your entire life become this test. I ain't trying to say the right answer. I am just doing what I feel. My mama said trying is failing. There is no ifs, woulds, coulds, shoulds. It just is, and we just are.
Jokes
Life is
aside,
just a
though,
test.
wasn't that kind of a good speech? Like, jokes aside. Tell me he
Let
didn't
it
make
be me, Mom.
Tell me he didn't make a point. Like he like
What was the point he made exactly?
I
Okay, just real quick.
the part about the test was kind of profound, was it not?
No.
What? Why?
It sounds like a very lazy, apathetic way of life. And you know what's funny? They screened it and put the text as if it was one of those motivational things that you really got to listen to set your life up. No.
I thought it was profound. You could have never worded such state. You could have never grasped words from the English language and put them in the same sequence Kanye
It
just
sounds
did.
like that 15-year-old high school kid who listens to a lot of motivational videos and thinks he can now speak in motivation terms.
All right. Well, some
And
people
that's
are
his
just
speech.
born haters, and what can you do? All right, here's the second one. Here's the second one. I say we give this a shot next time
Okay.
we see a pretty girl. Ready?
Yeah.
Melanie, I'm single, you're single. What do you say we get married?
Well, I'm glad you finally decided on the direct approach.
Yeah, well, I'm a businessman at heart.
As am I. What's your offer?
Single rich male seeks matrimony.
Primary residence?
Westchester County,
Would you be open to considering a secondary residence in Manhattan?
Central Park West.
South.
Done. Time spent together.
8 hours, 5 days a week.
7 hours, 12 hours weekends.
55 hours aggregate. Specifics to be determined later.
I'm amenable to that. Children.
1,
3.
2.
Done. But one of them has to be a male.
I'll see what I can do. Vacation.
December, Hawaii.
June, the vineyard.
June, fine, but Hawaii.
Nope, the vineyard.
Is that a deal breaker for you?
I'm afraid so.
Me too. Well, we gave it a shot.
Wow, they were
I'm
so
sure
close.
you'll find a better match.
Thanks for the time.
Bro. Effortless.
That was actually pretty good.
I thought that was great.
I'm going to give it a shot.
Okay, tell me how it goes. Alrighty, moving on.